check this out. So I wanted to do a little tier list video. Cause I see that's what the kids are doing these days. We got tier lists for everything now. What's the deal with tier lists, man? All right, but I wanted to do, since everybody knows my opinions on vehicles, I wanted to do my opinion on a vehicle if it's owned by a woman. You know, it's so here we are. This is the girl car tier list. The girl car tier list. Let's go ahead and let's start here. You know, we have all our brands down there. Our lovely. We have a huge Mazda over there in the corner. You see that? But yeah, let's start. You know, this is gonna be off the dome. Let's go straight into it. So I wanted to start with a Korean brand because I feel like that's a little bit neutral. So let's go ahead and start with Kia here. Now, honestly, for a woman, I love a Kia for a woman. You know, everybody knows they're terrible cars. They're made in Korea, right? Korean Incel Automotive, I think it stands for. But honestly, Kia for a girl, S tier. I like a woman with a Kia. You know, they don't know anything. They said, you know, I need a car. What's the cheapest one I can get? I don't have any future forward thinking at all. So what's the cheapest one I can get? And that's gonna be the Kia. And you know, they have good girl models. They have like the little Soul thing, the hamster car, the toaster thing. That's a woman with a Kia Soul. Get out of here. That's perfect. It's a match made in heaven. Like a fat cat lady with a Kia Soul. I love that. Kia S tier. Motherfucking S tier for the Kia. All right. Let's go to something a little different. Let's go with the Chevrolet here. Now, for a woman, the Chevy, that's suspect. That's no good. I guess I don't have this layered out too perfectly, but suspect is obviously, you know, maybe 2 tiers below normal, but I didn't want to get into that middle stuff. Suspect. Equinox. Oh, you meet a girl and she has a Chevy Equinox? Dude, get out of there. We can talk about the truck stuff later, but no, we're not doing this. We're not doing the Malibu. We're not doing the... What is it? The police car? You're a woman, you have a police car? Okay. We're not doing that. Let's switch it up. Let's go for a classic Japanese brand. Nissan. You're a woman and you have a Nissan. You have a Nissan Xterra. You're normal. I mean, we can get into the racial dynamics of the Nissan Altima, but that's not really what we're here for. We're just here for, you know, what's a good car for a girl, you know? Hey, my wife, she's trying to buy a car. What should I get her? Just consult me. I know about this stuff. I know what's cool. I know what's good. Nissan, you're normal. You're probably a little bit lower class, maybe a little bit on the lower end of the poverty spectrum, but I think you're fine. I think having a Nissan's fine if you're a girl. You can have a Nissan. You can have a Nissan. That's fine with me. I mean, if you're my homie, if you're my friend, I'm saying no, you can't have a Nissan. That's bad. It's a bad choice. But if you're a girl, you're normal. You're pretty normal there, Nissan. Let's grab another one. Oh man, let's grab Jaguar. I don't even know why this probably shouldn't even be included. You're a woman and you have a Jaguar. You have to be a real estate agent, and if you are a woman with a Jaguar, you can be a suspect real estate agent. That's how I feel about that. If you're not a real estate agent and you have a Jaguar and you're a woman, that would probably be in the jail section. But I think they're mostly real estate agents, so that's probably fine and suspect. I kind of like that right there. What's next? That's a British brand. We haven't had it. We haven't grabbed a German brand yet. VW. Let's grab VW S tier. Almost stumbling up to double S here. Double S, perfect. Almost stumbling up to double S here, but you got a nice girlfriend. She's got a Jetta. Oh my God, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. I don't even really know what else to say. I'm struggling not to throw it up in S tier, but I have some ideas for S tier here. Double S. I guess I don't know how to lay this out correctly, but yeah, Volkswagen. Your wife's got a Golf. That's perfect. We can talk about they have those other ones that are terrible. The big ones, the Atlas. If you ever see an Atlas on the road, you want to get as far away as possible from one of those. That thing is out to kill you, and it will do it without mercy. All right, that's my opinions on Volkswagen. I mean, damn, I almost want to bump it up just for like a nice, a nice woman in a Jetta. That's perfect. That almost wants me to put it in the double S, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it. All right, let's grab something a little different. Mitsubishi. You're normal. You're almost a little too normal because you probably accidentally bought this car and you probably thought it was a Toyota. You probably went to the Toyota dealership and they had a couple of these on the used car lot section and you accidentally bought one. You walked in and you accidentally bought. You probably bought it with cash too. You probably had just a bag full of money, being like, I'm gonna go buy a car today, and you went. You bought whatever the only car you can buy at Mitsubishi right now is. There's probably one. You can probably buy one. You're normal. How about let's grab this. Jeep has been ominous. You're a woman, you have a Jeep, go to jail. Go to fucking jail forever. You are retarded. There's no woman who would go and purchase a Jeep that wouldn't buy a terrible one, because they're all shit. And you bought a fucking Jeep. Oh, you have a Wrangler. You're like, granola crunchy backpack. You bought a Jeep. Okay, fucking go to jail, man. There almost needs to be a prison level for Jeep to go into. But if you're a well-respected woman and you bought a Jeep, there's no good ones. There's not a single good one anymore. Okay, yeah, you went and you bought a CJ5 Jeep. Wow, congratulations. You're a fucking loser. It sucks. Jeep is bad. Jail. Subaru. Now this one is contentious. Because obviously you have the lesbian jokes, which I don't buy into that much. Subaru, it's they really market hard towards safety nowadays, which I think is lame. You should make a good car and make it safe, but the safety stuff, that shouldn't be the advertisement. Anyone can look that stuff up. But honestly, you're a woman. You have a Subaru. If it's not an Outback, you're freaky. If you have whatever the sedan they sell, if you have one of the stupid tech bro retard cars, the WRX or the STI or whatever, you need to kill yourself immediately. Those are terrible. They're really embarrassing if you have one of those. But I think if you're a girl, you have a Subaru, I think you can be normal. Right? I don't see why not, right? So, yeah, let's move on here. I think Subaru is mostly fine. I would never buy one. I would never recommend anyone buy one. Volvo. Let's go with Volvo. This is the only. Well, I don't know who owns them anymore, but get real. This is just get real, man. This is goofy. This is like, honestly, this section is more of just like a really, like, you're gonna buy a Volvo. Why? There's no just don't do that. Get real. Let's get real section. You're a woman, you bought a Volvo. I mean, if you're a man, you bought a Volvo. That's also get real. This one's gender neutral here. Not a fan. Let's get real. They have like weird electric. They have like weird electric cars. If you know about this Volvo stuff, stop. Even if you know about it, I'm not. Even if you know about it, I don't like that. All right, let's go with the fourth. Found on road fourth. Oh, the classic. Normal. You're normal. That's simple. Simple as that. I'm mostly thinking about the SUVs here and the Focus or the Fiesta. Maybe not those stupid hatchback racer cars. Those are stupid. If you have one of those and you're a girl, you need to go to that's jail. But any of the other ones, that's normal. That's normal. All right. Let's go with Fiat. Get real. Stupid cars. Stupid cars. None of them are good. I probably shouldn't have even included them in the list because I neglected to include the European I'm a pooping brands. Mini, get real. Again, another just easy get real. That's an easy get real. Actually, suspect. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, we'll keep that as suspect. I think the Mini Cooper is actually. Wait a minute. Hold on now. The Mini Cooper is actually probably a pretty good girl car. Now that I think about it, I think it will remain in suspect because I don't think most people are buying the Mini Cooper anymore. It's the Countryman or whatever, which sucks. If you buy that, you're gay. You're a gay person if you do that. All right, let's move on. Infinity. That's get real. You are fat as shit if you have an Infinity. You're addicted to smoking weed. You're at the gas station more than once a day. You need to tighten up. That's no good. If your woman has an Infinity car, I mean, what do they even have? They have the big SUV, which is just the Armada, which again is almost a get real car too. And then they have like the Mexican Edgar car, the G35 or whatever. That needs to go. Dude, that's terrible. No nice woman is driving an Infinity. Only cracked out whores are driving Infinity. All right, okay. I'm starting to get off the rails a little bit here. Let's take it easy. Let's grab one of the non-cars I got here. Suspended license. We'll save that for later. Walking is normal tier. If you don't have a car, you can't. So I had some plans for this actually. Now I guess we'll get to it in the middle. I was gonna maybe go to it to the end. If you know how to drive, and you're walking because you live in a big city or because you have good public transportation, I guess that's just living in a big city. You're normal. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally cool with me. So that's how I feel about walking. I think walking is normal, and that's fine to do. You know, I have my own personal opinions, but even I gotta, move on from that. Let's go with Porsche. Get real, dude. What? You're a woman, you have a Porsche? You have a Porsche Cayenne. You have a Porsche Macan. Okay. Why? Just why? Buy the Audi. Buy the Audi car. That's ridiculous, dude. I don't want to see any women in a Porsche. If a girl has a Porsche 911, that's disgusting. Or a Boxster. If a woman has a Boxster, that's below jail. That's prison. That's prison tier. But for just Porsche overall, I mean, get real. Honestly, you could get better. There's better choices. You know, the Macan and the Cayenne. You know, they're great, but not really for me. So that's actually I'm bumping Porsche up to suspect because they mostly just sell SUVs, and I think that would be the woman's choice there. Yeah, we'll go with you know you're talking to this girl. She has a Porsche. She has an '02 Porsche Cayenne or '06 Porsche Cayenne. I mean, she's probably pretty cool. But if you're talking to a woman who has a 14 Macan, she's probably a fucking deadbeat loser. I mean, let's be real. So we got to put that up in suspect. Now, I mean, you all know I had my own opinions on this, of course, and I've been saving some of the stuff for towards the end. Let's do the Toyota. Obviously, Toyota double S, easily. You meet a girl, you know, you're not so sure about her, but she drives a RAV4. Oh my God. Come on. Of course. She's a genius. She even knows what car to buy. You know, and women don't really ever know that. But yeah, Toyota, any model. You know, if she has the cheapest Toyota possible, at least she's got a good head on her shoulders, right? All right, let's move on. Hyundai. Back to the Korean models. Normal. Honestly, you probably got swindled into something. You're not crazy. You're not insane. You're normal. You got suckered into buying the worst version of the Kia, obviously, which Kia up in the S rank. But you're normal. You're normal rank. You just bought a shitty car. It's fine. You can have a shitty car. Everyone's got a shitty car. Okay. Audi. Now this... Uh-oh, I'm about to mess everything up. Can't grab this. Audi. Okay. Now this one's contentious. This one's got some confusion. The SUVs, they're fine. You're a retard if you buy one, but they're fine. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to hate you for it. But if you meet a girl and she has an A4, run away, man. That is a nightmare waiting to happen. Or an A6 or an A5. And if she has any of the S variants or an S-line variant, you got to get out of there. This is get real. This is get fucking real. Honestly, no. Audi is jail. You got to go to jail. If a woman has an Audi car, jail. You got to get away from that. That's horrible. None of them are good. They're all terrible. They're all just the bad version of the Volkswagen because they just cost more for no reason. And they suck. And they're slow, and they're gay, and the performance versions are lame. And then, they have the station wagon. Oh, you can get a station wagon. Dude, it's not 2018, man. The station wagon shit is over with. Am I right? All right, let's go with Big Mazda here. I'm not sure why he's so big, but Big Mazda, honestly, Big Mazda, S rank, amazing. You know, their cars rust to shit up here and up in the Middle West and the Northeast, but you meet a girl and she's got a Mazda 3. She knows what she's doing. She's not retarded. That's a good woman right there, Mazda 3 woman. Or a CX50 or whatever it is, whatever the new ones are. I like the new ones, man. The new ones are good. The CX90. Ooh, you see one of those on the road. That's a treat. But great car for a girl to have. Amazing. Mazda up there, S rank. It's pretty good. All right. Lexus. Do not trust a girl with a Lexus. She's out to get you in some kind of way. In some kind of way, a woman who's got a Lexus. Where'd she learn about Lexus from? You know, who told her about Lexus, right? So there's a past there. There's a past there for sure. I don't like it. Myself, I do not like it. I'm just realizing we're missing GM on this list, or Chrysler. I guess we'd call that Jeep. That's jail time anyway. Any Stellantis product, jail time. Dead. Bury him underneath the jail. Hang him. Kill him. Rape him. Whatever. Okay. Now let's do some of the ones dear to my heart here. BMW. This is bad. Now let's just talk about BMW for a minute. This is no good. You meet a girl, she has a BMW. That's why. Why does she have a BMW? What does she like about the BMW? No, that's weird. That's really weird. That's bad. That's get real. You're crazy. This is okay. So actually, let's talk about both of these for a minute here. We got BMW and we got Mercedes-Benz. BMW is it's daddy's money, but your father's, he's a businessman, and he likes sporty cars, he likes cool things, he likes guns and death and war and stuff. That's BMW. That's a BMW girl father car, if that makes sense, and that's why it's in Get Real, because that's pretty low tier. That's embarrassing to have a convertible. Your girl has a convertible BMW. Fucking hell, dude. That's nice. That's nearly jail, but at least she's into the BMW because her cool ass father, who likes war and guns and killing and golfing, but not that much. That's Get Real. That's Get Real. So let's swing that right into the Mercedes-Benz. You meet a girl and she has a Mercedes-Benz of any kind, whether it's this fucking gay truck or it's the fucking, whether it's the other thing, the car. Okay, she has a car. Wow. Yeah, that's jail. You got to go to jail. You got to go to jail, because at least the BMW girl dad is, he's cool. He sucks ass, but he's cool and he's easy to talk to. The Mercedes girl, her father is a doctor, a dentist, and Jewish, obviously. So she's gonna be a nightmare. She's gonna be a neurotic fuck. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be bad news. So let's keep that. That's jail. That's definitely jail. Suspended license. So I use this one to describe. So this one's similar to the walking, right? This is someone who can't drive, and I wanted to make this as someone who is not allowed, a woman who's not allowed to drive. That's double S. That's double S. That's so easily double S. You had a girl so cool, she got arrested in a driving crime, and she's no longer allowed to drive. Yeah, that's double S. Actually, no, that's double S. Honestly, we don't really want them driving, right? So we'll keep that double S. That's banger. I'm trying to remember what the point of the handicap sign is here, but I'm going to go ahead and say, so this is you're not allowed to drive, and this is you can't drive, okay? Not being able to drive for two reasons, okay? You have a disability, or you never learned how to, which probably means you have a disability, which is, that's S tier. Just foreboding it, just going, nah, not for me. I can't do it. I'm too neurotic. I'm too freaky. I just can't do it. I can't learn. I don't have anyone to teach me. You know, that's good. We like that. That's fantastic. Yeah. So handicapped or just can't drive for some kind of reason like that. That's S tier. Yeah, and then obviously Honda double S. But I'd like to make a concession here because my double S ranking for Honda only applies to the CRV. Because if you have a girl who has an Accord, that girl is a drug dealer or addicted to drugs or Mexican or something. That's no good. You don't want that. Yeah, but obviously a Honda girl. She's smart. She's fit. She knows what she's doing. She bought, she even wants something a little bit more sporty than the Toyota. So she's probably a pretty cool girl. I'd say hang on to the Honda girl for sure. Let me take a look. Let me take a look down the list here and see if there's anything I disagree with. Looks pretty good. Maybe that's Subaru's been tough. Been kind of on the back of my head for a while. That Subaru's been a little tough. And I'd like to make a concession and say we are missing Acura. Well, let's see if we can fix that. Where would we put Acura though? Honestly, yeah, Acura. It's a little. It's kind of niche. Like this girl might be really cool, or she might have just made a mistake. So we're just gonna put Acura over here in normal. Yeah. So that's my opinion on girl cars. Because I'm done. I'm just so tired of thinking about boy cars all day. It's all I fucking do. I think I go on the marketplace and I think about boy cars. Let's think about some girl cars for a little while, All right, guys, that's the tier list. Screenshot, share with your friends. Subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more videos coming. I promise you of that. And I will see you all next Friday when I make my next video.